You silly doggy.
I bring news from the torture chamber.
We will not talk about that here. Come to the hall, so Burgrave Hashek can hear it too.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak then.
We've confirmed the information about Nebakov. The bandits are holed up there. The ones who've been ambushing your men throughout the region.
And us as well.
We will take care of them soon.
The prisoner confirmed that Istvan Toth is with them.
Ah. That man in black armor, yes? I remember you mentioned him.
Precisely. Black armor. As black as his soul.
I understand you don't like him. But he's only one man. I'm more interested in that pack as a whole.
Your suspicions about the folk in the region haven't proved true. It seems the bandits are working on their own.
That doesn't sound right to me. Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, sir.
Nobody could be such a fool as to stand against you, sir.
Perhaps.
That's all we found out.
I must say, you got quite a lot out of him. Certainly more than your men managed, Hashek.
But, sir, they...
In any event, the die has been cast. We will wait until my vassals in the vicinity muster up, and then march on Nebakov.
Certainly, sir.
And, sir, before that, could we discuss that matter of ours?
Soon I shall throw a feast, so we can discuss the plan of attack with the other lords. Of course, you shall be my guests. But now, go and rest. We have a long day ahead of us.
Yes, sir. Very well, sir. Henry, come for me this evening. We'll go there together.
When the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they? You didn't hear it on...
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Hail Mary.
What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Burgov?
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends little time at Trotsky. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
What does the Royal Chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Burgo is the royal chamberlain. Subcamerarius, in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Burgov free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
I understand, but could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both King's father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Burgov and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Burkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg, and our Sir Otto von Burghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sir Hanush of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that von Burghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'd like to get better at writing.
All right then, but it'll take a while.
thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God. Pray for us sinners, now.
Excellent X. God bless you, sir.
Good to stop that whistling.
I see you've got a dice table.
Ah, I'd love to, but Father Nicodemus took me for everything I had. I've got nothing to... Oh, wait a mo. I may have something after all. The guards found something on this one thief they caught. Some sort of map. They thought it might lead to the thief's hoard. They wanted to go looking for it, but I took the map from them.
I'll gladly play for the map.
Let's get to it then.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. Damn it, I'm so...
Zaka! Here, take it. I reckon I'll stay away from dice for a while.
I'd like to learn...
What would you like?
Good day, Henry.
Someone should really do something about that. Stop that whistling.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Go! Die! Quick! God! Go! Go! God! God! Quick! Quick! God! 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 Quick! God! Quick! Come on! God! Go! Go! God! Quick! Go! God! God! Go! Go! Can't leave now.
made it to the top. Now to survive the trip back down.
Gah! 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 Go! Gah! Quick! Gah! Gah! Go! Gah! Go! Go! Whoa!
The map didn't lead here, but it's possible it washed up over here.
Screw it, just
Quick! 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 Go! Go! Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Go! Just a bit further. Go! Go! God! Quick! Whoa!
We can turn around and retrace our footsteps underneath this tree. Then we're going to go southwest here. There's a path you can follow. Another camp adds up to another 100 or so groschen there. So the next chest is just to the left and down here, crossing over this path, and just in between these rocks here, there's a path you can follow, and that's going to lead us like a secret little encampment here with yet another chest. So I'm going to see, okay, the area of weakness is just around like 300 groschen behind it. We're going to use Trotsky Castle as a reference point, and we know that there's a pathway that loops around pretty much directly north of Trotsky Castle. We're going to come down this path all the way over here, and we're going to go in between these two rocks.
Go! Quick! Go! Go! Ka! Ka! Shoes are thinking. Go! God! Whoa!
Right here on the pathway. You can see Trotsky Castle up the hill there, and we're just going to turn around and follow the path. Head over to that flag. So as you can see, we're now at that point on the map where that flag is. And we want to pretty much go up to this tree and just go left from this rock. And you can see the other rock just on the left here where this other tree is. And we're now just going to walk through the bushes. And so we come out on the other side, there's even more rocks right here. Just keep going west. And just here, there's kind of like another secret pathway, almost like a valley in the rocks there, and you can see the logs have been cut away just here. So the entrance to this is right here on the map, directly west from that pathway where we just were. And then once you find this little valley, which is really hidden in all the bushes here, you're going to continue on down the valley, and we'll get to the hidden treasure location just here. And it's a medium lockpick. There's also a sack that you can open with 5 armor kits and 2 blacksmith kits. And then the actual chest is a medium lock. So this one right here is near the edge. So it's going to be quite easy when I hold down left trigger to keep it in the exact same place, even when I'm shaking, because I've got that reference point. And here we go. We're going to get a composite hat, a mail coif, a short gambeson, Saxon halberd, courtiers, leather gloves, potion, and 50 groschen. It's basically almost a full armor set in there. So now we've looted this, we can turn around and retrace our footsteps underneath this tree. Then we're going to go southwest, just up this path here. If I can jump up. And then just carry on following this pathway. There's a cool little clearing. Look at the water texture hitting that and the algae. It looks so realistic. Jump up. And then just up this path here. If I can jump up. And then just carry on following this pathway. There's a cool little clearing. Look at the water texture hitting that and the algae. It looks so realistic, this whole area. But anyway, continue southwest. Then we're going to come out in a deer hunting spot, which is pretty awesome. And now we're going to turn to the north and just go through the clearing and the bushes here. And just carry on heading north all the way to this big rocky mountain. And then we're going to head left and just follow the base of the rocky mountain all the way around. And then we'll go underneath this archway. And there's actually a secret little cave here. Just carry on following it around. And here we go. The secret little chapel. Chapel in the rocks. And now, if you press A on it, you push aside the cross and the heavy stone. And there's something underneath it. Now, make sure before you start digging that you swap into no clothing and just get really muddy and all your clothes will get muddy and you have to wash them.
Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit and born of the Virgin Mary.
And you can also get 17 groschen.
He suffered under Pontius Pilate,
was
crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell.
And just carry on heading
on the third day, he rose again.
Cave section we came out of.
He ascended into heaven.
And we're going to find a
and is seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty.
Which should appear on your map eventually if you just
he will
keep
come
heading
again
in this direction.
To judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit.
And we can actually rob this. It's a fresh
the Holy
grave.
Catholic Church.
And again, make sure you've taken off your
communion
armor
of saints,
before you do this, because
the
otherwise
forgiveness
you
of
will
sins,
smell like death.
the resurrection of the body,
as you can see, there's a body hidden inside,
everlasting.
so we can go
Amen.
ahead and loot it for the Knight's Sword. Now, this is one of the best swords you can get early on in the game. It's actually
I'll need a spade for this. And another.
actually crazy. All you need to do is repair it. It is only tier 1 quality, so until you get to Kuttenberg, you won't be able to get another one, and even then, much later on. Not many enemies actually drop it.
That's von Bergov's banner.
And there's some
must have been von Bergov's men.
So that's like
They're not the first I've found here.
Early on.
Someone really has it in for von Bergov around here.
And right here, you actually see a banner of von Bergo.
That's von Bergov's banner. So it must have been von Bergov's men.
And then after you've dug up that grave, there's another one just to the side that we can also dig up right here. And if you guys are finding this video helpful so far, please do leave a like on it. It really does help out. Let's go ahead and loot this one. We get a male coat of arms surcoat and a long gambeson. And then just down the hill from that grave, there's another one by this tree here. So we can loot this one. We get another knight shield, a mail collar, and an Italian halberd. It's basically like a Saxon's chainmail, but it's much, much lighter. There's actually a lot more hidden unique items and treasure on the outskirts of the map. Some of them are missable and require unmarked quests to be completed. And if you want the details of those, you can check out this video here where I go over them. But do leave a like if you found this one helpful.
greeting.
Here you go. Take it.
I apologise.
You've come just at the right time.
It looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before...
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless...
You're not looking forward to the...
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in iron.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure...
I hope so.
I'll get back to enjoying life without the tires.
You bet. But now, let's go and hear what Sorotto has to say.
I'm hoping for some good drink.
Let's go then.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench, pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the Kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ulrich?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Sorotto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nabokov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nabokov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunately.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade, and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir, but isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ore.
Oh, perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory. Ha ha ha!
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
Anything else, lad?
Junger Mann.
What's the discussion about, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
No.
Who got the better of you twice.
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nabokov, but in fact it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder. That puffed up cape, he's afraid we'll make fun of it.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again?
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service, but if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords. Wie war das? Do you play dice, friend?
I understand. Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your shirt.
We'll see about that.
Auf geht's. I'm very curious about you. Mein Gott, warum?
That was a good game, friends.
Aye. Every game is good when you fatten your purse.
Lady Fortune gives and takes by turns. A few groschen, one way or the other, won't ruin me.
But you're still in debt to me, though.
Well, that's true. I apologize for what I said. I wasn't being serious. No offense, friend. I just wanted a bit of fun.
What is it? I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
Sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Bergoff. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I understand. But this is the only way to get revenge for the massacre by the pond. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I've had enough. I'm going to bed. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. And fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to fight tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
Ha! I'm pleased to see your battle with sobriety is over.
We have a poet among us, eh?
Me, a poet. Women swoon, and there's a poetic soul.
Seems Florian.
Aye, he's too good, but I'll pay him back for his jokes.
Tell me more.
Excellent. I need to get Florian back for one of his jokes. It should hurt him a little.
What did he do to you?
He persuaded a certain damsel to let him dress up in her clothes. When I sang beneath her window one evening, they all thought it was hilarious, and that twit threw lilacs down to me from the window.
How do you want to get your revenge? Challenge him to a...
Nothing of the sort, no. I know that one damsel gave him a ring, and it'd be interesting to slip the ring to her best friend.
Now, that sounds like a pretty cruel joke.
But he's bound to
Ah.
Well, the most important... All you have to do is bring it to me unobserved.
Anything else you need?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
Certainly.
Would I be right in assuming nobody else knows about the content of our message?
Correct. And that is how it will stay.
What about the League of Lords? Do you think you'll convince the other nobles as well?
Careful now, young man.
The war hurts everyone without exception. And each one of us has to consider what he can do for peace in the... You can show what you can do tomorrow.
We'll make short work of...
I'll try not to let you down.
Certainly. We will talk tomorrow when it's over.
Greetings.
Excuse me, have you seen Catherine?
What do you want her for?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for Lord Capon, but I can't find...
For that handsome young man? I'll go and get it, and you can forget about that ninny Catherine.
Well, the thing is, they told me...
Forget it. God knows where that cow's got to again. I ain't seen her all evening. But don't worry. I'll be happy to give you wine for Lord Capon myself. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest for me in the meantime. The lock got stuck again and won't open for love nor money.
Sure, I'll...
Thanks. God be with you, sir. I apologize.
I've opened the spice chest for...
Really? That's clever of you. I won't bother locking it again from now on. If someone... Here's some Hungarian. May the Holy Vir... Take care then.
Good day to you.
I'm supposed to collect armor.
Oh, but that horse has already bolted. I'm clean out.
What?
Lots of other knights were here. You should have come early.
But Chamberlain Ulrich him...
I'll be happy to give you what's left. I reckon you'll have to do the mending and sharpening yourself.
Look, I don't want to quarrel, and I understand you want something out of it for yourself, and that's all right. Because my lord may be a bit of a twit, but he's a rich... If he likes what you give him, you'll get another order from him in no time at... So...
Oh, right. Well, that's a different matter. I'll give you the best I have left, although I'm almost clean now. Here you are.
See now? Where there's a... Sacra. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. That's more like it.
I apologize.
Here it is. Florian's ring.
Hey, you're not allowed here. Hurry up! Get out! I'm sorry. Good doggy. She was waiting.
Here's Florian's ring.
Excellent, my friend. Now we'll plant it on that damsel to Florian's...
Right.
I'd be delighted to, my friend. That scoundrel. So no mercy. God be with you.
I have a little gift for...
Oh, how sweet.
One shy friend.
Ooh.
To dedicate a few verses to your beauty.
What? I know that ring. What's going on? Fool. You know him.
No.
Two-faced...
Wait, he must have stolen that...
What?
Traitor! I never want...
Hey!
Ah, good to see you. At least I know one. I wouldn't mind a few more feasts like this now and then.
I remain on duty.
Sacra. Ha ha ha. We're in the same boat. What was von Berghoff doing in...
He's the royal chamberlain. So he's in charge of... And he was negotiating with the League.
What? He promised he'd support the proposal of Hannes of Lipa.
Maybe, but he can hardly call off negotiations with Rome. Politics. Besides, you only gave him the message after he came back from...
Do you know what the negotiation...
No.
But personal bodyguards often hear all kinds of things, don't...
Well, Hohenstein and Riesenberg are quarreling over some nonsense in Saxony. Lichtenberg is trying to play both sides, and the mighty Rosenberg is scheming against everyone. Aye. And Bodchak of Kunstad is looking for a husband for his niece, Yitka.
I thought the League of Lords was supposed to be united.
What? Them? No chance.
Have you heard the plan?
No. Ulrich is keeping it.
Not that there's any point.
I noticed that your lord isn't too fond of the Chamberlain.
That's one way of...
Sir Otto respects him, and I trust him. But it's true, Ulrich is a bit strange.
He's a conceited fool, you mean?
If it's glory that you seek, you cannot be shy and meek.
Do you know the other guest?
They're noblemen from these parts. That cheerful little fellow in the middle is Herman Palitz, known as Littlehead. Pity you didn't see his performance on the barrel.
And the other one?
Florian of Lomnitz. For all he could care, well, we'll see what kind of...
What about you and the local women?
Come off it. I'd have to stand in line behind her. I'd rather have a drink with you.
Ah, I never say no to a pretty woman.
As you wish, but don't overdo it with the wine. It goes to your head. Some men drink, others play, still others sin their days away.
Don't worry. Someone will put him in his place.
I'm sorry.
Shall we have a chat, bonny lad?
I'm not local.
We're not local either.
Aye. Truly amusing escape.
I don't know what folk have been...
Of course. No
My name is Olbram.
Any news?
Yes. We were just talking about the finger of...
What's that?
Nobody knows.
Apparently so...
Sounds like some holy relic, doesn't it?
Aye. But it occurred to Olbram that it might...
I heard him telling chap throwing around coin.
But our Sir Otto has deep pockets.
Aye. You and Lord Capon are here on You're envoys of Hanush of Lipa.
Yes. Now we're just waiting for...
What does Margrave...
To end the war,
Well, well. Yops.
Aye.
Interesting. Yet it was him who was at war with Wenceslav.
What about tomorrow?
Of course.
I hope you'll leave room for us.
Have no fear.
Well, if we burn down his...
I think Sir Yaramir...
Aye, aye. He toiled all his...
Yet it's nothing more.
All the better for us.
I can't wait.
He'll be happy to...
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young man.
Bring me their leader alive.
I have a question. Certainly. I've heard people talking about... Some think you bought a new bell in...
Well, now.
Oh, at the very least, I hear it...
They are right.
Will you tell me what it is, then?
I'm afraid not. The finger of God.
Is that the important bit?
Exactly.
Well, it can't be. So we'll have to...
Well...
Aha! Of course! You said...
No mercy, and joking aside...
Aye. I owe you a reward. And if you need help with anything, just say the word. God be with you. Excuse me.
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young...
I'm sorry.
This is Johanka of Zhernov.
Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are. My companions here talked about you, and the stories were somewhat madcap, if you don't mind.
Nothing more than a couple of silly misunderstandings.
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series of misunderstandings, if you ask me.
Your life was on the line more than once.
You're right, Father. And not just my life. Look.
Well, that sounds I'd love to hear about adventures, right?
I'll be glad to tell you my story.
The best place to begin is at the beginning.
You're right, of course. It all began one lovely day when we'd been on the road for ages. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. But we didn't have time for that, because a band of cutthroats suddenly they killed without mercy. And our men had no chance to get... We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our lives. I still don't know how I didn't drown. I can't swim, you see.
Truly divine intervention, my son.
Truly shocking and terrifying. Tell me, what...
It was a bloodbath. I thought we were done for. There was no way out. Nothing around but rocks and pitch black night.
I see your lives.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got involved in a tavern brawl. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Manual labour would have been too humiliating for him, you see. Even more humiliating than having the local guards pour, But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking vagabonds, which led to a whole misunderstanding.
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stocks.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for ragamuffins.
Fair enough. But out with it now. Why did they punish you?
I admit the bailiff was right to punish us. But we would have won the brawl otherwise, my lady.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a sincere...
And rather entertaining...
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my good friend didn't hear your story. She would have been very interested.
Who do you mean, my lady?
Unfortunately, she just went outside to get some fresh air. But the easiest way to put that right would be to go and find her. Would you escort me, Sir Knight?
Certainly, my lady.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentlemen will excuse us, won't they? It's a lovely night outside. A lovely summer night. It was horribly Thanks for rescuing me from the claws of those two old vultures.
Yeah, of course. But I thought...
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow-witted, that's all. But maybe I underestimated you, eh?
I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty poems.
Well, well. Finally an exception that...
I'm no good at poetry.
That's enough talk, silly. Embrace me. Let's enjoy this night. It wasn't made for sleep, after all.
I've got your armor and wine for...
Let's see what Von Berg...
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ostener a kick up the...
So you don't have anything for me?
I'll go and see what I can find. I have some better armor for you. I tried my best, but don't expect miracles.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me...
What about you? Ready for battle?
Ready. We can go.
Excellent. Mount up then. I can't wait till we smash those whoresons' faces in. Oh, damn it. But so what? Let's go. can't wait to put that force with the force we have. We'll take their little fort in a trice.
Slow down, you idiot!
What do you think?
I agree. It certainly won't be a long siege. Nebakov isn't Talmberg.
Exactly. We won't be needing a trebuchet this time. A couple of ladders and a battering ram will do just fine. I'm almost worried the foot soldiers will get it done without us. And I won't even have time to swing my sword.
I don't know. Something keeps telling me they'd be fooled to just sit and wait for us to attack. That cliff-top fortress is almost like a trap, isn't it?
Aye, a rat trap. And we'll give those rats' hides a good tanning.
Do you really think they'll give up the fortress so easily?
What choice will they have? When they see our force, they'll be happy to save themselves the effort of defending. Because they'll swing from a rope, whatever happens. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that. I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant?
I'm ready for battle.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again.
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you to...
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels. Why dally then when we have... Open the gate!
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force. True enough. And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ!
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Nevak was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
What the? My God! Where?
Come on, man!
Hey! Can't get out!
Hey! Any hand here? No chance!
Come on! God's sake! Get up, Henry!
I'm coming.
Back off, bastard! Now he's really pissed me off. Get out of here!
I'll be done with you in a flash! Now I'll show you!
Go!
Scum! Show what you mean! No chance!
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him!
Strike! We'll kick your ass! Hey, who's here to help you with this bastard? I'll be done with you in a flash! You won't get me! True blood! Drew blood! Get him! Yeah! Fucking horse, son! Good! We'll kick your asses! Fucking swordsman! Fucking swordsman! Useless!
Now you're mine! Lay on me! I locked your ass up! Chamberlain Ulrich! We have to help the fool! You hear, Henry? I need you here!
Holy Mother of God!
Hey! Henry, cover us!
Hurry, you fool! Fuck! My leg's caught!
This is all your fault!
Shut up! Help me! Quick!
Christ, man. I don't know why I'm bothering with you. Come on! Try to help me, for fuck's sake!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here! I'll help you!
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curs!
Fuck me! Ulrich's dead! Let's get out of here!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Please! We have to find a different way! But fast! To the moors are behind us!
Show what you're made of!
Oh, Christ! There must be a way through somewhere! Make it fast!
You can't get away from me!
Come on, find a way out of here! I'll slow them down!
Watch out! I can't get a shot in!
I'll be able to take another one like that! We have to go down! Down to the...
That's your turn, you shit! Fucking hell! That knows how to sword fight!
You got him! Now you're mine, you bastard!
I'm going to finish you!
No mercy! That's on! Right! It's the same everywhere!
Slice him up!
Come on, man! Let's go down, Ben! Lose them on the other side of the street! So easy, like
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him!
Come and help me with this bastard! Watch out, I can't aim! I'll hack you to ribbons! I'll chop you up, you shit! No, you don't!
Quick! Down to the middle and cross the stream!
Kill him! Fuck that!
That won't work on me!
Ah!
Fucking help me!
Capon!
Henry!
Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Where the hell are
Capon!
you, Henry?
Where the hell is he? I have to go to him! Hans! Hans! Look at me! Hans!
We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Patchstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turn to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth! You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel! Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight!
You think so, huh? Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot. I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live. So, my boy, let's see what you got. Damn it, boss! You're good. Shishka, you all right? Do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzit's bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they?
Well, I might not be entirely blameless. I threw up during a sermon.
and beat up the bailiff.
Holy fucking shit! I mean, sorry, Father.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally, even though she's well past her prime. She's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's no big secret, but I can't talk about it without...
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
Without having a drink inside me.
Ah, the ale's on the house, of course, Father.
Ah, excellent. It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trotsky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I never. I'll go straight there then.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning. They were ambushed in the ravine near the Barkov Mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and his whole company with him. And most likely, your friends and all. I'm sorry.
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from the Barkov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started, and I think they said they saw them two there and all. Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn round the back. Kuba took a hammering, but he's well enough to talk.
They could be mistaken though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. The ravine ain't far from here. From the inn, follow the road east till you get to a big crossroads. And at the chapel there, head down towards the forest. Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are still lying there. I hope to God it was over quickly for them.
Surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as old boots. Well, thank you, in any case. I'll go and ask around, and God willing, I'll get them in one piece.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
Bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
I'm not surprised.
That is strange.
And you're supposed to believe there's justice in the world.
Oh. God be with you, lad.
Kuba's in a bad way. He got shot. He needs to rest. What do you want from him?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell. Awful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping. We tried to flee.
We hid until it was all over. And then, by then, them bastards had other things to worry about. They took some captives.
I'm looking for two friends. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw.
I'm asking if you're sure.
Before Almighty God. I mean, it was all a bit...
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough, and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some rest. Dadeo's for...
Was that Latin?
Aye,
Merciful Mother, maybe he'll get better if you...
of course.
Benedictio Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Here.
Farewell, my friends.
I hope we can go back to the mill
God.
soon. If
It
it's
hurts
not
like
burned to
hell.
the ground. Oh, God Almighty.
Supposed to believe there's justice in the world.
Go! Go! Quick!
Come on, DB. Let's go.
Go! Quick! Go!
I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads.
Go!
Well, this must be that chapel. Now to the right, and down to the woods.
Yeah!
Come on! The tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. The company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Hey? Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
Stop gaping and clear up, or are you looking for trouble?
God Almighty. Bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trying in any case. The innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Hey, I told you quite clearly you're welcome to anything you find up top. But
God be with you, lad.
listen, one more step.
Calm down.
Oh?
The Lord and wine.
What are you saying? You don't look like...
I hear that a lot.
So who are you looking...
I'm looking for my friends.
All right.
Move it, idlers.
Eric!
What are you doing here? I made it quite... Who's this?
No, sir.
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you?
Godwin, or their body.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened.
What do you think? And the best side won.
Sorry, this might sound...
The creep... That bastard Von Ber...
Now that
You may have introduced yourself...
I get your point. Let's just say I'm whatever I need. After all,
Well,
it looks like you crushed them badly.
so if you're
I hope not.
Nobleman,
Aye, a nobleman.
the Lord of...
Sir Hans Capen.
The captain took some...
You'd better hope.
Right then.
Excellent.
We'll see.
I still don't know if they're dead or alive.
Right, fellas, if you want to keep your... Did you hear what I fucking said?
I won't take orders from you, you... We're outnumbered, but we can take them.
If...
Let's see if you're... Come on then!
Yeah, don't spare I'll be done
He wounded me badly, bastard!
You've got him!
Wield a sword!
Dead!
fucking swine! I owe you one, old man. They got what they had coming.
I'd say it's
You really know how to wield and leave God out of it.
in the Battle of Kosovo.
And you settled down.
Till recently, I was the parish priest, and
So.
looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole.
We're not gonna dig
Leave them to rot without. And besides,
sod the wolves.
anyway, what about our
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What can the bark? So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
Mother Church isn't happy with me. I sinned.
Does it have anything to do with the way you wield a weapon? Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Tell me, you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Quick! Yeah! Go! Yeah! Quick! Yeah! Go!
Well now, you're a fine horseman as well.
Bibiana might look like any old nag.
In any case, we'll leave the horses here.
A very nice fortress.
In a moment, you can ask the captain yourself.
I can't wait. Wait here for me.
Open the gate!
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
God be with you, Cap.
You surmise correctly.
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father God.
Did I hear correctly that you're a priest?
Ne credas aurum. Quid? Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you?
You don't need to know my name.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your...
You understand correctly. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one.
Boozing?
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one...
Indeed. You have my friends.
Straight to the point, eh?
First of all, I'd like to see them.
They're both fine.
The word of an unknown knight?
As the word of a...
Well, let me put it another way. But I guarantee you that...
I'll have... And I have to admit...
I've no idea how they got... As you know, so if that pair joined up... But that's by the by. It's over and done.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanno...
I have no...
Then why are you...
I'm supposed... I was afraid at first that if any... well...
This whole story... Maybe I should...
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes.
Enough! You've got no ransom.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them. And that's what I'm gonna do. Looks like you know how to use a blade. Fighting Turks will teach you that. Hungary? Kosovo. If you help me, I'll let them go.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
Bash it on the head! He's had it!
You're off!
Kill yourself!
You won't get me!
Damn swine!
No chance! You won't get me! Useless! Fuck that! Kill him! Is that what you call fighting like a man? You'll be sorry, fucker!
Quickly!
No. Never saw that coming! Don't be fucking sorry! My head! Middleton's rebellion is raise him up!
Thanks to God.
Whether you're a priest or not, likewise. Looks like Istvan.
Eric!
Fuck!
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
Well, you clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough. One way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What? Order.
Gain Zhishka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Don't believe him. He's a common bandit. He did the same at my hometown. Attacked castles, murdered, and plundered.
I was given a direct order by my lord, who is yours too. And I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone to plan, it wouldn't be us in this dungeon, but Zhishka. But don't worry, sir. I haven't said my final word yet.
Well, I don't want to be too hasty, but all right, I'll take your word for it. For the moment. You'll regret it if you're lying to me.
No doubt.
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone. Zhishka will be pleased to hear it.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Bergau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there will be any discussion with the captain.
You're just trying to wriggle out of it.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord Capon.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Bergov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zhishka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zhishka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. It's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine! Ugh.
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Eric! You're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter? I will get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zizka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus men.
Von Bergov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zizka here attacked us first, and then von Bergov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band, and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best. as you saw with your own eyes.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know?
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Did you want to kill von Berghoff?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Berghoff's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offence, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Berghoff instead of telling him you were at Nebakov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So he made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots. Where
will we?
I don't know.
He's still some.
So the best thing would be.
That sounds like.
You see? Oh!
Is medicine another of your skills?
Giving the lie.
All right then.
Sorry.
You're lucky. And then you came along. I'll have.
Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Just get it over with.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Burgov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your... But if you really want to be useful, you can help bluster...
I think I know. I'm going to need your...
Leave me out of it.
I'll be happy to help.
We should say a few words and dig the